And then us playing Dematha, it's pretty big. It's probably the biggest team we've played here at Wilson's in my 6 years. So it'll be a really good game for us and the rest of the teams that play. And I know it's going to be a lot of talent in the building. So I expect a lot of coaches to come out as well and watch those kids play.
Overseas, the best thing about it is you just gotta show improvement. Because now it's like, you get paid for this. So when you get here, you better be in shape. We're not getting you in shape. If you need to stretch before practice, you need to be here and stretch. So it's like, your mind is already in the game before you gotta deal with them. So, you know, the whole time you start to see this is like real life now. If I don't do what they need me to do, like, I'm fired. Like, this ain't no, you just getting benched for a game, like you going home. And that's what they seen, like consistently every game, I got more and more comfortable. So then it went from me having 4-point, 11 rebound games, and now I'm having 20 and 16, you know. So, and because of my ability, the team wanted me to come back. I didn't give them no character issues, stayed out of trouble. The team wanted me, and this was a team who we seen them shipping guys out. You know, one guy was too lazy, gone. Other guy couldn't pan out at the position, gone. So, you know, luckily I was able to stay the whole year and consistently show improvement. So I ended up going from jumping from playing for 50,000 to almost 300,000. And, you know, like I said, signing a multi-year deal to go over to Israel. I was working out one day at K-State, went up to go dunk, legs kept going out. Told me part of my vertebrae didn't expand as the rest of my body grew, so it was pinching a nerve, which would cause paralysis if I was hit the right way. So, you know, I had to go in and get that surgery. Bounced back, went about 8 years. And I was in Finland playing before my last country. I was in Finland and somehow developed a hernia on my spine, which is doing the same thing, hitting the nerve, causing my leg to, but it was isolated to this leg, so it would cause my leg to go out. So I couldn't lean for a bounce pass, so I couldn't jump at all. And then it brought me back to the reality of this is a business. They were like, you're playing. They're like, you're playing. I'm like, I can't even run. I can barely walk. They're like, you're playing. They're like, if you don't play by such and such date, then we have to view other options. And I'm like, well, just at least like give me some medical treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like give me some x-rays, MRIs before you try to send me home. And they like, nah, if you get that, you gotta pay out of your pocket. So I'm like, all right, well then give me the rest of my money and send me home. They didn't want to send me home, so they kept trying to make me play. To the point where I'm on the court and I'm like just hobbling around limping because my leg's dead. Figure, you know, me being a competitor, I'm like, all right, you know, y'all keep asking me, I'm gonna show y'all that I'm not, you know, I'm not bullshit. And so I went out there, and to the point where the guys from the other team was like, you know, why they got you out here like this? And you could I done seen guys try to play with torn MCLs, partially torn ACLs because they don't want to go home. A lot of guys ain't really got nothing back home, you know. So they telling me I gotta play, so I'm like, all right, I'll show them. Got out there, played a couple of minutes, I actually got a bucket. But then it was just like, you could tell. And then that's the part of the game that's unfortunate, you know, the empathy or the reality that this is a human being. You know, you just can't ship them in and out, like it's a lot more to it. That came into effect because, you know, now it's like, okay, everybody sees I'm hurt. But they're trying to make their case to not pay me. You know, a lot of guys get cheated out of money over there. My rookie year, I lost out on about $6,000, $7,000. You know, just because you gotta be an adult. You gotta watch certain things. You gotta watch stock market changes. You gotta watch exchange rate changes. You know, your exchange rate could change during the year while you're over there, and you end up being short $10,000. So there's a lot that go into that overseas pro life. You have to be more hands-on. But I came home, had to figure out a lot of things. You know, when the pro level, you're doing everything on your own. I had to figure out my insurance. I had to figure out how to pay for a spinal surgery. I think this type of spinal surgery, I think it's around it can be anywhere from $75,000 to like 90-something thousand. So I had to go figure all that out, figure out the right doctor to do it. You know, things that when you're in college, they take care of it for you. You don't gotta find the best neurosurgeon because they gonna find it for you. So getting all this stuff done, had the surgery. And then it was like, life don't stop. And I started working a regular job like a week or two later. I'm working at Hertz rental car, you know, with a neck brace on. I just got out of spinal surgery. And, you know, then it was the balance of trying to be a 6'10", you know, normal person in society. And then it's like you can't elude everything that come with it, the questions, what team you play for, you know, who team you supposed to be on. And so it's like, all right, I'm gonna get back to it. Start training and working to get back to it. But when you're dealing with something as serious as a spinal fusion, your second one, jogging ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Lifting weights ain't gonna cut it. It's a whole nother thing that you gotta put your body into, which takes the finances and resources. You know, getting cryo, getting, you know, massages, getting your back readjusted, you know, as far as having spinal issues. So then what happens is, like I said before, a lot of guys go over there and they don't realize from a pro level, at that level, you don't realize there is no healthcare plan for you. There is no retirement plan. Whatever money you make over there and bring back over here, once it's over here, you gotta figure out what to do with it, or it's gonna run out. I would say that was the downside of playing overseas, because you build this world that everything all right. I got everything in order. Because you got insurance while you're there. They give you a free car, a free apartment, you're not paying rent. Then you get home and you're trying to get you a house or an apartment, and you like, oh, I really got to pay $3,000 a month to live in a house in DC. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the real life kicked in. And like as far as basketball now, I just stay around it and I try to tell people what I wasn't told. Because everybody was like, you gotta be a pro. You gotta do this, gotta do that. You wanna be better. And I just tell kids, have fun. Because if you have fun, you're gonna get better because that's your passion. But just have fun. Because once that fun gone, it becomes a job.
I heard of him, and like before, Coach T was telling me about him, how he was All-American and how he was just around here in the city, just like one of us. This story was inspiring to me because I feel like I can relate to it a little bit.
You know, through it all, I can honestly say that, like I said, it was life's teacher. It showed me how hard work can propel you to something you want. It also showed me how, like, even when you think everything's going right, sometimes that monkey wrench get thrown in there.
I'll say in recent memory, the last time they played was 2014 at the Uptown Hoop Fest.
Head coach Mike Jones from Dematha Catholic High School. We really appreciate Rize and More Than Basketball for putting this on. It's something great for the city. Definitely highlights the public schools, which need some love because they deserve it. They've got good players too, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, so since we got smacked, Wilson was never thought to be in a conversation with Dematha.
At the time, Wilson was still upstart coming up, had a lot of momentum from, playing, against Kill Carr and, the Hoop Fest 2013, but played Dematha, blown out. But, it was the beginning of the transition.
Very highly anticipated game. Myself and Mike sat down at the Elite 100 this summer in June, and we both were up there working the camp. And we talked about it, just how would it look? He asked me would we want to play in the event that he was putting on, and I said, sure.
So the opportunity finally came. It came down to what it came to, but it was a good game though, I ain't knocking him.
I said the only thing I asked is, you put us on one side and you're on the other to start, and see what happens after that. They're well coached. Mike does a great job with the team, with his program.
Yeah, I know some of their kids. I used to play with Jocelyn Moore, Jermaine Young, Hunter. I used to play with them. I know Earl too.
I knew Earl since we played rec ball. Started with basketball, and that's when we got close, you know what I'm saying? I'm going over the house and stuff like that. And we played with Hillcrest and Bump and Run together. So that's when I started to see him like build. I seen him put the work in. Like, all he want to do is work out. Like one time he came over my house. As soon as he get to my house, he like, everybody else, you go to your friends, y'all play the game and stuff. You come to my house like, trying to go running, bro. Like, what? Like, you just want to go work out all day. So he actually go in my garage and he put the basketball in a plastic bag and like tied it up and just started dribbling, like pounding the ball, dribbling. So Earl always just want to work hard though. Like, all he want to do is work out, get better. So that's why it's just crazy to see like where he is now. Like, he actually put the work in. That's why I got nothing but respect for Brody.
Contest open shots to rebound the ball. Everybody rebound. Box out.
Finish the possession.
Let's go Tigers on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. It's the ref. I got ADHD, so don't mind me. Just remind me to get back in my box. I'm gonna go back to it, then I'm gonna talk to you. Somebody pay attention! I'm trying to find a record.
We went in there with the right mindset that we was going to get them a fight from the beginning to the end. So it was never like a blowout.
Bro, you got a box out! Match up! He dribble again! How did he dribble again?
The refs was like, I guess they was on their side.
Mr. Ref! You didn't see him push you, Mr. Ref! Let's go. A little bit more. We try to get the last shot out of every possession. We're down 3, guys, and we playing okay. They nervous. Stay disciplined. Like, don't come out here and think we gotta win, get back in the game with 1 possession. We were down 8. We're back. We're down 3. And it's our ball coming in.
We're in their house, the top 5 team in the country. It's gonna go their way regardless of whatever it is.
I don't know why. So if you're not watching the same game I'm watching? Let's play smart defense. Let's play smart defense. Second chance opportunities. We run the ball. Box out. Let's try to get it as deep as possible. Kale, you don't get it? I mean, hop back to the middle. We need to score out of this stuff. Let's go. Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody was engaged. Everybody was focused and trying hard to win.
5-1. Nothing being called down here. Any guy, you called the foul. I'm trying to. Don't call again. It's all right. We all right. This is a great show. Woo! Time out. Hey! Let's go. What the f***? Are you kidding me? Don't get one. It's your ball! What? Hey! Time out! Oh, it's 10-3. Come on, I need you. You got 5. We got 1 timeout.
We had an opportunity in regulation to win.
Take it out. Row. Who else in the game? Los. Go get Jay. Jay, come up. Be strong. Get the ball. If not, Zion pop to the ball. Come on up. Zion pop back to the ball. Please throw a good pass. Step in and get away. Zion, if he goes away, if you get the ball, Jay, come back and get it. Jay, we're taking the very last shot. Hey.
We just didn't. Shots fall, and we didn't get a great shot, but we got a shot off.
Just going into overtime was it was tough for us.
After like the twins fouled out, people stepped up. Jay, Los, me.
Boston, Los corner, Los. up. Set up. Slide over. It's okay, we gotta get a stop. That's what we work on. The backside help needs to be there. That's all. And everything else works out. Head up, we're gonna get a stop. We're gonna get a stop. We're good. Back up, bro, back up. Backside out! Backside out, Jay! No way! No! Are you serious? Are you serious? He didn't get the ball off. Line up! Good work, boy. Hey, great game, baby.
That's bull. That's bullshit. I know it's bull.
Hey, good game.
Great wolf.
Absolutely. Good game, big fella. Good game, boy. Good game. Way to work. Good game. Hey.
Came down to a call that the referee had to make, and the referee had to make the call. Watching it over and over and over. And unfortunately, there's no replay in high school basketball, so I feel bad for the ref that had to make the decision to really make that call, because how can you see it?
Any referee wouldn't have got that call right at the end of that game. 10 times out of 10, if the same thing happened, it's going to go to to Dematha.
Everybody's saying that the clock had went off.
I didn't think it counted. I thought they were just going to wave it off and we was going to go to another overtime. We were going to be shorthanded in that second overtime, even more than we were. But I just couldn't believe they counted that bucket.
You automatically think it's not good. Of course, everybody saw they robbed us at the end, but I mean, no ref in high school would have probably got that right 9 times out of 10, just because there's no replay. So there's no way to go back and watch that game. Like if you're playing, like Mike Jones was just like saying it's good and we wasn't. It's automatically like if you're the opposite team, you automatically gonna say it's not good. But the ref counted it was good. Nothing we could do about it. Moved on.
Of course, looking back at it, I would love for it to go back and go to another overtime and probably be the greatest game of this year, if not in lots of years.
We still could have played better. We could have won even with the refs on their side, but that was a big impact in the game that caused us the game.
But I mean, hey, like I said before, you gotta take it out. You gotta take it out of the refs' hands. You gotta defend better, and we gotta get a better shot on our end. I think we were up at one point, 4 points to start the overtime. So we can't lose those type of leads. We gotta execute down the stretch, and we just didn't.
It didn't go as planned. We wanted to come out with the victory at the end of the Dematha game, but unfortunately we didn't. People were saying he didn't get the shot off. This radio recording that Earl Timberlake didn't get the shot off in time.
Earl Timberlake, Dematha Classic MVP. We got a little Christmas present for you. We just want to show you something. What happened? Ooh. Thoughts? We won.
Man, they robbed us.
But it was a great game, highly competitive game. The atmosphere was crazy. If you are a basketball player, that was the type of atmosphere you want to play in. It was physical. It was, it was everything you want to see in a real good competitive game.
It was a great game, and would I do it all over again? Absolutely. I love the atmosphere, and I think the city needed that. And as I said before, there needs to be more games like that.
On the next episode of Run This Town.
The Hoop Fest has been becoming more and more popular. Wilson's been playing better competition, better teams, and have played some legendary games.
Ball in life is really a movement. It's more than basketball, man. So,
supporting each other to get these victories. So it's something I'm very, very proud of, and I'm looking forward to doing it for many more years to come.
33 years. I'm in a record book. I can finally say I got my mark on Wilson.
I think the kid, mean, his resume speaks for itself. I mean, arguably the best resume that I've seen in 11 years. I mean, you know, you got two-time all-first team DCIAA, made second team in sophomore year. You got a first-team all-Met kid from a public school. That's almost unheard of. This kid has been in 4 years at a public school. He didn't come from any highly touted school to where he already had a name. He built his name.